हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेरी गुड इवनिंग, वेरी गुड मॉर्निंग, वेरी गुड आफ्टरनून। कैसे हो दोस्तों? आशा रखता हूँ आप सुरक्षित होंगे। और आज का हमारा विषय है लीगल एंटिटी आइडेंटिफायर रजिस्ट्रेशन कैसे करें। हाउ टू डू लीगल एंटिटी आइडेंटिफायर रजिस्ट्रेशन। लेट्स सी फ्रेंड्स। बिफोर दैट, माय नेम इज कल्प शाह फ्रॉम कल्प शाह's legalsahayata.com. My only motto is you forget legal worries and focus on your business, because छोड़िए लीगल चिंता, अपनाइए आपका अपना लीगल साथी, टैक्स कंप्लायंस पार्टनर, कल्प शाह लीगल सहायता .com. फॉरगेट लीगल वरीज, use the services of Kalp Shah's legalsahayata.com. We provided all compliance services related to taxation and all your business compliances. For that you need to call 8000028250, and this is our WhatsApp and calling number, and we provide the following services like company incorporation, company establishment, trademark, patent, copyrights, ROC compliances, legal compliances, accounting and bookkeeping, GST registration, GST return filing, GST annual reconciliation, GST refund for exporters, exporters without payment of IGST, exporter with payment of IGST. We will provide you the GST refund, because zero GST in export is zero rated supply. You don't have to pay GST. If paid, it will be refunded back to you. For that you need to call us 8000028250. Apart from that, we also provide excellent tax planning services, tax management services, tax filing services for all the five heads related services. Apart from the export import related guidance, export documents like certificate of origin, import export code. Apart from that, AD code registration at different ports for exporting goods and services. ICE gate registration, ICE gate benefits like RODTP, RODTEP benefits, foreign exchange related guidance, hedging, planning, and FEMA Act related guidance. Valuation services which we provide: merchant exporting, buyer finding, seller finding. We do provide, friends. Let's come to the topic: legal entity identifier. Legal entity identifier is mandated by RBI. How? Let's see. RBI at various point in time issued various notifications and various circular for different entities. For them, they have made it compulsory. It is a 20 digit identifier number at global level to avoid financial crisis and financial fraud. It is just kind of your KYC at international level. Means you cannot do any financial fraud if you are legal entity identifier registered person. But for that you need to register. Let's see how. RBI has mandated for cross border transaction. Under FEMA, there are two types of transaction: current account transaction and capital account transaction. Generally we enter into current account transaction, that is export and import. If your export or import is more than 50 crore rupees, then you have to get a legal entity identifier number. Apart from that, who else need to get this legal entity identifier number? That is large value transaction in centralized payment system. If you are doing any NEFT or RTGS of rupees 50 crore at one go, then you need to get a legal entity identifier number. That's RBI has even given some instruction what to fill while doing your remittance. In remittance field, you need to mention your legal entity identifier number when you are doing RTGS or NEFT of rupees 50 crore or more. Another is large borrowers. For them, they have mandated this kind of deadlines. By this deadlines, this type of borrowers has to register with legal entity identifiers. If you are a borrower of 25 crore or more before this date, 10 crore to 25 crore before this date, and 5 crore to 10 crore before this date, you must get registered. And your borrowing also includes this fund based as well as non fund based borrowing. It also includes your limit. If your limit is sanctioned for, say for example, 5 crore, but you have to only taken loan of 3 crore, even if, then you have to get registered because your limit has been sanctioned for 5 crore. Apart from that, this derivative, the persons who are dealing in derivative also have to register themselves in legal entity identifier. This is the exposure of derivatives and you have to register before this date. They have given deadlines, and this deadline I think due to corona has been extended. That's it. Now let's come to the point how to register and what is legal entity identifier. They have given some FAQs on their website only. You can find over there legal entity identifier India Limited FAQ. On this eighth page number, they have given what is LEE. Legal entity identifier initiative is designed to create global reference data system that uniquely identifies every legal entity in any jurisdiction that is party to a financial transaction. More specifically, it is a 20-digit code that is assigned to legal entity. That is one kind of PAN number in India. So it is a legal international global PAN number, that is legal entity identifier. What is the purpose? The global legal entity identifier has been set up by regulatory authorities including G20 and the Financial Stability Board to address the global financial crisis. So nobody can do fraud with this system. The LE is designed to enable the identification and linking of parties to financial transaction in order to manage counterparty risk. Its goal to help improve the measuring and monitoring of systematic risk and support more cost-effective compliance with regulatory reporting requirements. This was basic instruction or basic introduction about LE. They have given how to register for LE codes, that we will see practically. Friends, let's understand the FAQs given by them only, so we can get better idea in their what they want to convey. Fee structure for first year issuance is as per this: 3 years, 4 years, and 5 years. 5 years if you get registered, it is 17,700. For 1 year, 8,673 with GST. For non-SEZ, something like this without GST. For the renewal, this is the fees. For any business operations related to clarification, please, this is the help desk number. You can contact help desk number if any queries, or if your payment is say for example stuck or something like that. Yes, they have defined credit exposures. I said the borrower has to take LE number, but which type of borrower? The credit exposure comprises of all types, fund based and non-fund based limits with all banks. If your loan is more than 50 crore from all banks, then you need to take LE, which includes but not limited to loans, cash credit facility, bank guarantee, letter of credit, commercial paper, corporate bond, outstanding forex derivatives. Exposure includes fund based and non-fund based credit and investment exposure including underwriting and similar commitments. The sanction limit or outstanding, whichever is higher, shall be reckoned. That I have explained you with example. Sanction limit is 5 crore but your outstanding is 3 crore, then even if that outstanding is 3 crore, you will have to register with LE. These are the dates they have given. Some FAQs they have given, you can read over there. What is the process to apply for LE? We request the applicant to kindly refer to this website. Rules, FAQs on the website, the user manual and FAQs for applying for any LE. This is the what file I have opened. This is FAQs file and this is user guide file. New registration that we will come. Please go to download tab and download the document under legal doc download. That's I will show you right now. Here you have to go downloads, legal doc download, and according to your entity type you need to download the document. Say for example you are a private limited company, you need to download this list of document, format of undertaking, come indemnity, then power of attorney if you have transferred your power to any of your employees. If you are not board of directors, then you need to transfer your power as per POA, power of attorney, and board resolution. These are the documents they have given. I will also show you how does that work. For private limited, these are the document. Format for undertaking, this is the format which you have to given for undertaking. Another is list of document. This is what important, more important. We will see what are the document for private limited. MCA registration certificate containing CIN number. If CIN number is not stated on the certificate, MCA website print signed by company secretary, managing director is to be additionally provided with old MCA certificate. Mandatory PAN card of the company. Board resolution to trade in derivatives if not provided for in objects or other objects, optional है. Authorized official verification. Board resolution to be authorized person, to the authorized person as per the LEEL format. If further delegation of power is done by the authorized person as mentioned in the board resolution or duly notarized power of attorney. That means short, if you are a director, then board resolution is sufficient. But if you are not a director and if you are delegating your power to someone who is not a director, then you need to give a power of attorney. Simple. A certified true copy of general board resolution or general power of attorney will be accepted if the legal entity commits to submit a fresh board resolution in the format as prescribed by LEL. That means that board resolution or power of attorney has to be filed in the specified format only. That is given by them only. This is not proof of attorney. This is a power of attorney format. Instruction for execution of power of attorney, and they have given very detailed instructions that you need to follow while creating this power of attorney. And another is list of document and format for undertaking. This format for undertaking, we have all instruction for execution of undertaking come indemnity. You need to indemnify this LEL for any losses to them. You can read this format also. Another is board resolution, that is main. Generally in private limited, board resolution authorized person will be the authorized person for registering on this website LEI. Instruction, let's see. So we have downloaded all this for and shown you, correct? Now let's come to the FAQs. So firstly we have downloaded and understood the documents. One is board resolution. The board resolution is specific document. The board resolution should be on the letterhead of the company or trust. The certified true copy of the resolution signed certified by the company secretary of the company or trustees of the trust. In case company has paid up capital less than 5 crore and does not have a company secretary, a certified true copy of resolution signed by MD or director of the company. Okay, that board resolution has to be signed and certified by company secretary or MD or director. Shall be sent to legal entity identifier limited. Email ID mentioned below should be used for the submission of online LE application. In this board resolution, one email ID has to be mentioned, and that email ID has to be used while doing registration over here. Create an account. While creating an account, here you have to enter an email ID which is registered as per this board resolution. See here, board authorized email ID, that is also mentioned over there. This will be considered as board authorized ID. Applications received from email IDs other than mentioned below will be treated as unauthorized submission. No changes to this standard format will be accepted. This format is must. See, India is not principle based, it is rule based. They have made this rule, you have to follow. Just like this Ind AS or IFRS are principle based, Ind AS are rule based. Format of board resolution. Resolved that approval of the board be and is hereby, that is, you can read it, nothing much. Important thing is that the email ID which you mention over here and the name which mentioned over here, that person only has to register over here. That's it, simple thing. Another is this a power of attorney, that is a detailed guideline, you can read it out. Third is list of documents that we have already gone through, and this format for undertaking come indemnity. I will show you one sample given by them. This is the sample, every document filled by them. See, the same instruction have been given over here for board resolution, and this is the sample board resolution. These are the sample person and their email IDs. Following is the sample of power of attorney assuming that Rahul Trivedi, Managing Director of the company Wind Chemicals Limited, who has been authorized by the board to deal with the matters of LE, is delegating to power to Mr. Kalpesh Doshi. My name is also Kalpesh, full name Kalpesh Shah, and your YouTube name Kalp Shah. Hence, Mr. Rahul Trivedi will be giving a POA in favor of Mr. Kalpesh Doshi. If the official mentioned in the board resolution format is applying for LE and there is no further delegation, then POE, power of attorney, is not required. In this example, if Mr. Rahul Trivedi is getting himself registered as an authorized person on LE website, no power of attorney is required because he himself is a board of director person or a managing director. Instruction for execution of power of attorney. These are the instruction, very lengthy, I cannot read right now. We can switch to next, but I will just move it slowly so you can go through if you want to. It has to be on a non-judicial stamp paper of 500. The execution date of the power of attorney shall be the date of franking of the document or date greater than the franking date issue of stamp paper. The validity of the franking stamp paper is 6 months. This is very important point. People are doing mistakes. Say for example, you have done franking for a cooperative bank today, then execution of power of attorney has to be done after that. It is not like that you do first execution of the power of attorney and that means you sign first and then do franking. It is not like that. First do franking on a blank paper and then do execution. That's it. They have given even this in favor of authorized representative of witnesses. For what purpose this power of attorney has been given: to create online account for LE, to all other acts, deeds and things. That's it. This is the power of attorney format. This instruction commonly made mistake. Generally entities don't follow the above instruction and put the execution date earlier than the franking date. Execution date always has to be later than the franking date or on the same date. Execution date earlier than the franking date, issue of stamp paper. In such cases, entities have to submit fresh application again on the fresh stamp paper of 600 rupees, causing the waste of money and delay in processing. That is for power of attorney, not applicable for every application, but this is applicable. Format of undertaking cum indemnity, that every applicant has to do. The deed of undertaking cum and indemnity made by Mr. Sumit Shah, authorized signatory of the legal entity residing so and so address of Wind Chemicals, and this is the so and so sentences you have to write, where we are a legal entity, we agree and undertake, we have read and understood all terms conditions, we have submitted these documents while taking LE number, COI, MCA, master data printout, PAN allotment, annual report, audited financial statement. We undertake and state to the best of our knowledge and belief that the above documents are true. That's it. Yes, this is very much important indemnity you are giving towards LEIL. That means we shall indemnify LEIL, that is legal entity identifier limited, and keep it indemnified, means if any losses occur to them you have to pay, and save harmless at all times against and any all claims, losses, damages, costs, liabilities and expenses incurred, including third party losses suffered by or paid by LEL or required to be incurred, suffered or paid by LEIL, and also against all demands etc. arising out of the following: submission of incorrect, false or misleading information electronically over the website, submission of incorrect, false or forged physical documents, LEIL acting on basis of wrong, incorrect, false information documents to generate LE or port LEI, modify, update LE or publish information, the wrongdoings of the authorized representative of legal entity. That means you have provided false documents and due to that LE has to pay, LEIL has to pay someone, that loss you have to bear. Simple format. Now let's get registered over here practically. First name here, last name last. In the last name column email id as approved by the board resolution. Are you board authorized officials, partnership or proprietor? Yes, I am board authorized. Verify, same email id you have to type again. Password you need to create. They are giving some suggested password, you can avoid that if you want to. Like this we have to file this basic registration form. Simple address and email id they are demanding, then you can create an account, or you can put click on this question, they will give you what is this. Okay, email id is not matched, god. Then I need to verify the password again. Thanks for registration, your login details are sent to your email address, correct? Then you have to log in over here. Then you are requested to click on the link which you have got on your email to activate your account. Activation successful, your email account is verified, now you can log in. So click on login over here, then click on type the email id. This is the register. The LE registration has to be applied by creating an account from official email ID of the authorized person mentioned in the board resolution. They are saying this again. The home page provides the list of records and status of the records. Yes friends, I have successfully registered over here. Now I need to go in this LE service, and on the this page LE service you will get registered option. Click on that option and again confirm that you are a board authorized person as yes. Then you need to read this. There's some small instruction but important instruction. Registering as a primary party requires that you are currently an employee of the firm for which you are registering, or are currently an employee of the firm which has controlling interest over the entity you are registering. Okay, that means you are an employee of your firm or holding company. You are authorized by your firm to register for a LE. Please supply all the information below. Fields marked with this star are mandatory fields and has conditional mandatory fields. Are you an authorized person of the legal authority, legal entity, and on whose behalf you are registering? If you are an authorized person, you should have to be authorized by board resolution and or power of attorney by the legal entity. By selecting this box, you are agree to the pre-LOU rules. Please confirm whether the legal entity has not already applied to any other pre-LOU for a pre-LEI code, or and that means you are not applied again. I have read the rules. Reference number you cannot select, that's okay. Your name, authorized person name, email ID, then industrial classification. We are into education and this consulting. So you can select your business. What are the businesses given? I will read one by one. Accommodation, activities for extra territorial organization body, head offices, household employees, membership organization, advertising, air transport, architect, broadcasting, civil engineering, computer programming, construction, creative arts, crop, education, electricity, employment activities, extraction of crude and petroleum, natural gas, financial services, fishing, food, lodging, food, forestry and logging, food and beverages, gambling, human health, information service, insurance, land transport, legal and accounting services. That I will select libraries, manufacture of beverages, manufacture, so many lists. You can read and select your list. Wholesale and retail trade, that is for merchant exporters. Wholesale and retail trade and repair of motorcycle. Wholesale trade except for of motor vehicles and motor bikes. Retail trade will come over here. Residential care activities. Manufacture of paper, pharma, rubber, motor vehicles, leather, furniture, fabricated, computer, beverages, basic metals, legal. That's I will select. Why are you coming over here? Why are you registering? Because you are a OTC derivative 50 crore, sorry, that limit is different, but borrowings 50 crore or 5 crore more, RTGS 50 crore more, or cross border transaction 50 crore more. I will select cross border transaction for others. This is the circular for cross border transaction with effect from 1st October 2022 shall obtain LE number who are doing current and non-current account transactions for more than 50 crore. They have to register. So I will select exporters are registering over here. For legal form, what is your legal form? That is proprietorship. My companies, your can be private limited, but I will again choose private limited just for, but they will verify from the MCA, so don't registration authority name. This could be the registration authority name, IceGate, GST, RBI, Ministry of Corporate Affairs. For companies, if you have IC code, please select DGFT. Okay. Other registration authority name type, tax ID number, PAN number, registration authority ID, other, that is you have to enter SIN number over here. See what is it, right? Please input SIN number issued by MCA, SEBI registration number, partnership registration number, PAN number issued by IT department, and what else they have mentioned. Gadget notification number, proprietorship establishment number, you can write over there. Generally PAN number or Udyam Aadhar, trust registration number, multiple corporate society number, and many other numbers you can enter. Mine is proprietorship, so I will select according to that. Income tax department issues me PAN number. That's not mandatory, this one, there's no star over there. PAN number I will enter. That is ITD, income tax department, for PAN. Different entities can issue different numbers, like SIN number issued by MCA, SEBI registration number, partnership registration number, NHB, PAN number issued by ITD, bank account number, urban cooperative bank account number issued by DICGC, gadget notification number, proprietorship establishment number, trust registration number, cooperative, multi-state cooperative society registration in case of pension fund सब scheme if other registration authority. ठीक है, तो मैं लिखूँगा इनकम टैक्स डिपार्टमेंट. सेम है ITD या फिर उद्यम हो. I Kalpesha confirm that Kalpesha is exclusive used by me, this email ID. No one else should use this email ID. Legal registered entity address, my address I should type over here, business address CD Ahmedabad. Friends, this is a lengthy form little bit, but we had to file it. Headquarters same as legal address for me. That's it, information almost. Incorporation date I need to mention. custodian bank, that's not giving me any option. www.legalsahayata.com. Forget legal worries, use the services of legalsahayata.com, my friends. You need to focus on your business, forget all these things, and call 8000028250 for your experience, people's help, experience personal in tax, GST, income tax will guide you regarding your legal matters. Then I need to click on next if it allows me. Yes, first save, then next. Please enter legal name. Other registration authority name. I have to enter it. Data saved successfully. Please click on next button to fill the relationship detail and submit the application. Now if you are having some holding company, then you need to enter that details by clicking on the next. Client ensure that you have clicked on save before proceeding. Okay, I have clicked first save, then click on next. Reporting exception reason natural person. Okay, see, if you are a proprietorship person, there is no holding company from you of you or subsidiary company. See, this natural persons wala, they have also given this in FAQs. This relationship page is, we can make separate video, but I will describe from this. There is a relationship related details. That means if you are having some subsidy or holding company, that you need to mention over here. They are asking what are the documents. These are the some of the document, but not limited to company registration, certificate of incorporation, PAN number, undertaking, audited financial statement, board of resolution, then power of attorney, audited financial statements. What validation will be done against my submission? These are the validation. They will ask from these authorities whether you are giving proper information or not. All types of companies permitted under the Companies Act, including NBFCs, AMC, insurance companies, Ministry of Corporate Affairs. IEC code will be checked from DGFT and IceGate. GST number from GSTIN, and likewise. Each and every question has been properly answered by them in this FAQ file. We can read that. General information. What is relationship record? This one is important. Relationship data means collection and reporting of data on direct and ultimate accounting parent. Data on parent entities is a part of the information that must be provided in order for LE to be issued or renewed that have or acquire LE. Defined parent entity. A parent is defined as an entity that controls one or more entities, and a subsidiary as an entity that is controlled by another company. That means one company is controlling another company. The first company which is controlling other is holding or a parent company, and the one which is controlled by the parent is subsidiary company. Defined direct and ultimate parent. Ultimate parent defined as the highest level legal entity preparing consolidated financial statement as well as their direct accounting and consolidating parent. Direct parent means the lowest level legal entity that prepares consolidated financial statement that consolidate the entity. In both the cases, identification of the parent would be based on the accounting definition. That is something related holding company, subsidiary company. You are having holding, and that holding company is having another holding companies. Then the third company is ultimate parent. define fund relations. The fund relation type is applicable in case of mutual fund, sub scheme, AIF scheme only. For mutual fund sub scheme, fund management entity relationship is fund managed by the AMC of the fund is to be reported under this page. Only if it has an LE number it can be reported. For example, HDFC management entity AMC will be the fund management entity for HDFC Children Gift Fund. Umbrella structure relationship is sub fund of the mutual fund name is report. ठीक है, that you can read. All sub scheme, that is important for mutual funds. What is the purpose of relationship data? The LE reference data on ownership and corporate hierarchies are essential to achieve one of the key objectives of risk aggregation of the global legal entity identifier system. The aim is to have sufficient data to construct a map of financial network, the complex entity groups which participate in it. By providing information on parent entities fund relationship, it would be possible to construct shareholdings and voting control through financial group. Example of uses of financial network are banking supervision, large exposures, data aggregation and risk reporting, securities regulation, licensing and resolution of failing financial institution, financial stability, anti-money laundering and countering the financing of terrorism. That's it. There is a broad purposes for this relationship data. They are tracking who is the real mastermind behind your actions. They want to establish that. Issue of new LE, who will report the relationship data on direct and ultimate parent. Legal entities, that is child entity, will be obliged to provide data of its direct and ultimate parent to the LEIL. That means whosoever are your subsidiary or whosoever is your holding or your holdings holding, that has to be informed by you. That means what you use your father or and who is your grandfather. That means your holding company and holding company of your holding company. Information on parents will be part of the information that must be provided. Can the parent and child managing LOU be different and need not to be the same? Yes, two related entities may have LEIs managed by two different LOUs. When should be the relationship data be provided? Every time. Renewal also. Yes, relationship data is mandatory for all legal entities to report data along with LE of direct and ultimate parent if the LE is available for the parent, or if the LE is not available, the basic business card information of the direct and ultimate parent of the entity. If your holding company is not having LE number, then you can provide basic information. See, I am a natural person, so I don't have any parent, so it is giving me this option. See, natural person, so I am saving it. Direct parent details saved successfully. Please click on next button. To fill the ultimate parents, I will click on save button, then I click on next button. This is the ultimate parent. Again, I don't have any direct or ultimate parent information, so I will save. See what they are. Do you have parent that consolidate financials? Does your holding company is making some consolidation of financial statement? Further, does this parent have LE number? If yes, then you have to click yes over. But proprietorship does not have any parent, so I click on save. Ultimate parent data saved successfully. I should click on next. Then it will lead to me payment page. Amount 5310. I have read the rules and regulation. Please select if GST is available. I don't have GST, so I will not select. Proceed to upload. these are the documents which I have to upload. Undertaking एक्चुअल फाइल अलाउड 40 MB तक फाइल अलाउड है, बोलो टोटली 40 MB में मुझे पूरा समअप करना है। यहाँ पे फॉर्मेट भी दे दिया गया है, बोलो यहीं पे फॉर्मेट दे दिया गया है। कितना वो हेल्पफुल लोग हैं। ठीक है दोस्तों, तो दोस्तों अगर आपको कोई भी इस प्रकार की लीगल सर्विस की ज़रूरत हो तो छोड़िए लीगल चिंता, अपनाइए आपका अपना लीगल साथी। फॉर दिस पर्पज इज अकाउंटिंग, बुक कीपिंग, जीएसटी रिटर्न फाइलिंग, जीएसटी रजिस्ट्रेशन, लीगल मैटर related to GST refund, time of supply of GST, place of supply of GST, and any other matter of GST apart from the income tax return, income tax planning, income tax legal matter. Apart from them, new company incorporation, ROC related filing. After you are incorporating the company, you have to file some ROC returns, trademark registration, and many other services as mentioned over here. Call 8000002850. And friends, if you have not subscribed our channel, kindly like, share, subscribe our channel for new videos regarding tax compliances, legal compliances and legal services. छोड़िए लीगल चिंता, अपनाइए आपका अपना लीगल साथी कल्पशाज लीगल सहायता.com. This is our website legalsahayata.com. Sahayata means help. We will help you out. We are happy to help you regarding all your compliance related problems. You just need to focus on your business, on your work, on your core competencies. Thank you friends.